Good evening friends, welcome to RiceIS YouTube channel. My name is Tanmay. In today's prelims wide session, we'll read about compressed biogas. Okay, this is a very important topic for our prelims wide. See, in today's The Hindu newspaper business page, there is one very important article. India to meet 3% compressed biogas blending goal by financial year 27. This article appeared. Now you can ask me that why I choose compressed biogas topic from this article. And for that, to know that, we need to refer to previous year question. See, in recent year, there is a trend in UPSC. What is that trend? That UPSC focus on alternative source of energy related question. And what are the example of that? See, this is a 2020 UPSC prelims question. UPSC asked question on national policy on biofuel. To ensure our energy security, this focus on alternate source of energy became very important. Okay, and why it is important, we'll also know that in this article. Okay, at the same year, UPSC also asked about solar water pump. This is a technology, but can you understand the theme? The theme is this alternate source of energy, right? So with this understanding, let's start the topic. Now you can understand that how we're going to cover the topic. First, we'll understand context. Then India's gas sector, we'll also know about it. Okay, then we'll see about what is biogas through this pictographical representation, and then what are the scheme are there to promote this compressed biogas, we will also know about it. Okay, then starting with the context. What is the context? See, we have a target. What is the target? See, before that, you all know that we have a target of ethanol blending with petrol. Similarly, there is also we have some target for natural gas. We want to blend 3% compressed biogas with compressed natural gas and piped natural gas. Okay, and how it will and why we are doing it, we'll know about in macro strategic implication. But this is our target, that's clear. Okay, now to meet this target, this article saying that we are on the track to meet this particular target. Currently, we have achieved 2% blending, but yes, within a few years, we have to reach 3% and we are on that path. Okay, clear? This is simple context. But more, we need to, the context is not enough, we need to need more about compressed biogas. But before that, let's look at India's gas sector. See, we are not very much dependent on gas as we are dependent on crude oil, but gas is a more environment friendly than crude oil, coal. So we have target to shift into a gas based economy. So that is there. But presently, if we talk about the consumption need, around 34 to 35 million metric standard cubic meter per day. That is our present need of gas, natural gas. Okay, and these two target and basically goes to transport sector and household distribution network. Okay, so this is the demand from these two sectors. And as per the GOBARdhan portal, we have around 324 CBG capacity underway. The 324 million metric ton blended cubic meter. This much capacity we are building, and this is currently underway. But why this gas? Why we're focusing so much of gas? See, first is it is more environment friendly. We have a net zero emission target. Can you say that by which year we want to become the net zero emitter? Okay, by 2070. Okay, so to meet that target, at the same time Paris Climate Accord target, so we need to focus on more alternate source of energy, and gas is one of the means to do that, right? So within the major strategic implication, first is environment is there, and then energy security. You are all see that recent West Asian crisis, how it disrupted the whole oil market and how it negatively impacted India, both in terms of rupee depreciations is there, inflation increased, and also the fertilizer price increase. All these things make Indian economy vulnerable if there is any global uncertainty due to supply chain disruption in oil. And to make a supply chain resilient and to ensure this energy security, we are focused more on gas, and as a part of that, we are also like building partnership with various West Asian country. For example, Qatar is there. So energy security buffer we want to create. So that's one of the main implication. Along with that, there's an import substitution. We spend a lot of money in importing LNG. So like focusing on compressed biogas, this import we can reduce, and we can save our precious foreign exchange reserve, and it will also help us to reduce our current account deficit, which is very important for attracting investment in the economy. Okay, then after knowing all this, we need to understand that what is this biogas. We are talking a lot about biogas. Okay, then what is this? See, understand this diagram, your concept will become crystal clear. Livestock is there, crops is there. Okay, I think you are able to see crops and wastewater, food waste. These are all organic material. Waste product. We will collect this waste product and we will like put it in a chamber where there will be anaerobic digester will be there, and this anaerobic digester remove the impurities, okay, and make this biogas. And this biogas can be used for heat, electricity, and main component of this biogas, do you know what is the main component? Methane. Methane is the main component of this biogas. So biomethane will be there, and this biomethane can be further used in fuel, as a fuel. We can blend it with CNG and use it as fuel. Gas grid, we can like we have already understand that the natural gas pipeline, India is also working on that. So this gas grid can be focused on and digested, and this the extra part can be also used as a fertilizer, as a soil amendment, livestock breeding. So this is all helpful, but the main concept is this, that we are organic wealth, we are transferring this into energy, right? Waste to energy. That is the main concept. UPSC also asked various time question on waste to energy. Okay, as I can remember in UPSC in 2019 also asked question on waste to energy. And to promote this biogas, there is various scheme. What are those scheme? See, GOBARdhan scheme is there. They are giving push to biogas plant so that the convert the biodegradable waste into wealth. At the same time, there's SATAT scheme. SATAT scheme stands for Sustainable Alternative for Affordable Transportation. Basically, it deals with the transportation. So CBG plant, the state is encouraging private entrepreneur to establish the CBG plant. Okay, so this is the way, if youth of India come and basically the social entrepreneurial spirit, if they show and they work for the environment, at the same time work for the nation. So this type of thing you also government of India is promoting. Okay, so this is the way we can reduce our dependence on the crude oil and other energy, for example coal, and we can make our economy more resilient and environment friendly. I hope you are able to understand this article. If you have any doubt regarding this particular article, please let me know in the comment section. Okay, thank you student for attending this particular discussion, and all the very best for your upcoming exam. Thank you.